how did you get involved with teaching kids mindfulness?
Yeah, thank you for that. Good question. Yeah, so I actually got into a lot of trouble when I was a kid, when I was 13 and 14 years old, and 12, and just around that age, I was actually in and out of the juvenile justice system myself, and I found myself in the juvenile hall a number of times for just making, the wrong decisions. And I had a lot of issues that I struggled with drugs, with violence, just with a lot of different things. And when I was around that age, some mentors of mine put me on to meditation, and I just became really interested in it. I started meditating on my own, and kind of the rest is history. It transformed my life, and I found myself really passionate about both working with youth and also about mindfulness and meditation, and it was just a kind of a great melding of those two. I found myself in college and graduate school just gearing everything towards that, and I was able to put those passions together. And I remember the first time just teaching meditation to young folks. It was just like, it was like getting high in a sense, at least. I just felt so purposeful and passionate about it, and I just knew that this was going to be something I was involved in for the rest of my life. So it's really my own personal experience that kind of put me at the doorstep of working with other young folks, and that's really how I got into the work.
What do you think? What do you think there are any core elements of sharing mindfulness to youth?
Yeah, I think first and foremost, it's not getting too wrapped up in the technique of it. Like I could teach somebody mindfulness of the breath or the body scan or this meditation or that meditation, but really it's the humanity between us. It's the authenticity and the relationship that I build with the young people, and that to me is probably at the core of everything I do, whether it's trauma informed care, whether it's substance abuse, whether it's trauma specific treatment or working with anger management. It's that relationship between myself and the young people that I work with that makes it safe and makes the young folks more receptive to what I'm doing, because they trust me more. And when they trust me, then they're more receptive to whatever it is I have to offer, whether it's mindfulness, whether it's something else. But for me, I like to share mindfulness a lot in different, ways, shape, forms, and fashions, through formal meditation and informal mindfulness activities and games and things like that. But really, it all comes back to the relationship, in my opinion. I think there's a lot of research to support that, just in terms of therapy and counseling. But it's really just also my bias as a human being. It's like I've seen it just work in and out over and over again. People that a lot of people from the outside looking in would be like, how do you get gang members in a maximum security unit in the juvenile hall to meditate? And I would just be like, well, it's amazing what people will do if you treat them like a human being and build a real relationship with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that to me is the core element of the work.